welcome back to the Shane and I Show. My name is Shane.
My name's Max Hoopadoob.
Hoopadoo. Is it a hoopadoo or hoopadooba?
You know, let's go Hoopadoop.
Hoopadoop.
Hoopadoop. My name's Max Hoopadoop.
Are you a hoopadoop or are you just saying hoopadoop?
It was just fun to say.
It's a funny word.
Yeah. I literally just open my mouth and let sound come out.
That's you know what? Sometimes it sticks, and sometimes it's magic, and sometimes it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sometimes it's actual words, like when I said I have a green sheet.
Yeah.
And other times it's Hoopadoop.
Hoopadoop.
Yeah.
But somebody could take that hoopadoop and turn it into something, I bet.
Absolutely. In fact, you could loop. You could make a loop of Hoopadoop.
Yeah.
And then put like a beat over it.
Dude, you'd have a hit song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, for real.
For sure. And put that shit on TikTok. Make people like do things
a little
over
video.
it.
Do a little video for it. Like have your dog running around or something in a circle.
Yeah.
Trying to catch its tail.
And it's just going to be Hoopadoop.
Hoopadoop.
Hoopadoop. Hoopadoop.
That's it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, man. Welcome back to the show. We are officially beating the ish this time. And it's good to be in your garage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to say we have a top secret recording studio, but
yeah, we do in my garage.
Yeah. As always, this episode is sponsored by www.mindgrindercoffee.com.
Well, that's the URL. It's sponsored by Mind Grinder Coffee.
That's what I said, right?
And you go to www.mindgrindercoffee.com.
Oh, yeah. See, there I go again. I always fuck that up for some reason. I get all excited. And
that's okay. I think people get it.
They know.
Yeah.
I have a coffee company by now.
Yeah. $15. Get a pound of good ass coffee.
Yeah. 16 full ounces.
Yeah. That's a pound.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't shortchange you like other coffee companies.
Yeah. Some give you 15.8 ounces.
They do. I swear to God.
Those fucking bastards. No, they do. They call it shrinkflation.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
You get coffee from us, it's 16 ounces. Yep. And we won't raise our prices because of inflation.
Well, I mean, don't never say never now.
How about for right now, we won't raise our prices.
We've yet to raise our prices for inflation.
Yes, there we go.
We're currently having an inflation sale. We haven't raised our prices.
So yeah, man, $15. Max just gave you the spiel. If you buy 2 bags of coffee and use code FREESHIPPING24 at checkout, you get, free shipping.
Hell yeah.
And you get 2 pounds of coffee.
Hell yeah.
And you'll be set for a while.
Yes.
For a while.
A while.
You know what? And it amazes me when people buy 2 pounds of coffee. Here's the thing. When people buy 2 pounds of coffee from me, I always think people drink coffee the way I drink coffee, which a pound of coffee doesn't last me a week.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe last me 4 days. I mean, I don't drink a lot of coffee, but I drink strong coffee. So the coffee I make is strong.
Yeah.
Right? But a pound of coffee for me usually maybe lasts me like 4 days, maybe 5 tops. Maybe we get into a week.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's fair.
Right? Depends on what's going on or whatever. I have people that have bought coffee from me like 2 months ago that still have almost all their coffee.
Dude,
still.
I used to drink 2 pots a day. I went through tons of fucking coffee.
Right.
Now I make myself like a small pot, not full pot like I used to. But a small pot a couple times a week.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good because they're always repeat customers and they always come back. And I really like having loyal repeat customers.
Hell yeah.
So they always come back and buy coffee from me. And I'm happy about that. But it just makes me realize like how like different I am from other people. Like not trying to be like I'm different and unique, but like the way I think about drinking something that has an effect on me. Right. Like, I like the effect caffeine produces. You know what I mean?
Me too.
And
sorry, I'm fucking with my mic.
I know. It's going to ruin everything.
You
ruined the whole show.
I already ruined the whole show.
The whole show is done.
Whole show done. Ruined.
Yeah, ruined.
Finished.
And hopefully we get a whole episode in this time.
Hopefully. That would be great. No right errors or nothing.
Yeah. Well, everything seems to be going good so far. So
nice.
But yeah. It really amazes me that there's actual normal people that have like 1 cup of coffee in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have 2 in the morning and that's pretty much all I do. And it's like like Sunday I was dragging ass because I had to work a double shift. So went to work Saturday afternoon.
All right.
Worked all day Saturday, worked the overnight Saturday night.
Yep.
We're supposed to be off at 3:00 on Sunday afternoon. But somebody called out.
Right.
So I wound up doing another 24-hour shift on Sunday plus another overnight.
All right.
Around 3:00, guess who needed some coffee?
You did.
This guy.
Yeah.
So I had some coffee around 3:00. And that kind of got me through the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any later, right? Because I know if I drink coffee at like 7:00 at night, what are you still messing with that shit?
I'm not. I'm just tightening it.
I know if I have coffee later at night, like past 7,
yeah,
it fucks me up. And I'm going to be staying awake until like 2 a.m.
I get that. I have a bad habit of doing that.
Yeah.
And it used to not be a problem. I could drink coffee straight through the day.
See, I used to be able to do the same thing.
I could drink coffee right up until I got into bed, where I would finish my last cup.
Right. I couldn't do that, but
no, I could. And then I'd fucking just sleep like a goddamn baby.
Yeah. See, I can't do that anymore. I think it's an old age thing.
Yeah, me too. And also, yes.
I think it's caffeine sensitive. Like maybe I'm caffeine sensitive later in the day than I am, because like in the morning, it just wakes me up.
If I drank as much coffee nowadays as I did back then,
right, I
would have fucking heart palpitations.
Yeah,
I might die.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Yeah, we've been on this coffee kick for like 6 minutes, so let's move on.
Nah, because I got one more thing. I think we should do this. I think it's going to be good for the company.
Okay.
I think we should tell people about like cool facts and the health benefits of coffee and stuff like that. So here's one. I'm just going to give them one.
Give them one.
Every time
we do an episode, we give them one.
We give them one.
We give them one.
We give them one. You get one every time. So here's your first one. Coffee is packed full of antioxidants.
Boom.
And most Americans get the majority of their antioxidants from coffee.
Boom.
Boom.
Mind blown.
Yeah. So if you want to be antioxidized, get coffee.
Yeah. So I had this interesting thing happen to me.
All right.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
I was scrolling through TikTok because now all of a sudden I really like scrolling through TikTok.
Oh, me too. Fucking thing's addictive, dude.
It's so addictive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm glad my life is not as fucked up as half of these people on here.
For sure.
Like these young people these days, like, fuck, there I go again. People these days, like, they got some really fucked up lives.
Oh, yeah.
And they like putting it out there on the internet.
Yeah. I mean, people have always had fucked up lives.
Right.
But now they're like, hey, I can exploit this shitty situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was watching this video, right, of this guy. He was talking about this Bruce Springsteen song, this comic, and I can't remember which guy it was. But he's on Conan O'Brien talking about this Bruce Springsteen song and how it comes on the air, and it comes on, and like the first words of the song are just so like dark and twisted. Like it shouldn't come on while you're like fucking at a post office or it's a pretty funny video, right?
Yeah. Because
the first words of the song, it's I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
And the first words of the song is, hey, little girl's your daddy home.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Did he go and leave you all alone?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Those are like the first 2 lines in the song.
Oh, no.
And he's like, that's kind of an odd song to listen to when you're like in a post office or at a grocery store or something. That's the part that got me, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, that's pretty fucking funny.
If I just heard those lyrics out of context, I would be fucking calling the police.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny that he said that. I didn't think too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the other day, a couple days later, I had to go ship out some coffee. I actually got a coffee order.
Yeah.
Right. I went and shipped out some coffee. I'm walking into the UPS store to drop off the shipment of coffee. And guess what song's on the radio?
I'm on fire
of the song,
or whatever it's called. Yeah.
The very beginning of the song.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy
And I'm like,
home?
dude, that guy is so right. Like, you don't want to listen to this song. Like, it's like very uncomfortable to hear this song in a goddamn UPS store.
Yeah.
and like there's other people around, and I don't think they saw the video I saw, but you could tell like they're like a little uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a big hit for them.
Oh yeah.
And like nobody failed, and the guy talks about it. He's like, nobody mentioned to him like that might be, you might not want to do that, Bruce.
Dude, people used to say, I mean, I've said it before, but like, have you watched an 80s buddy comedy recently?
Not recently, no.
Like, and not a buddy comedy, but like Revenge of the Nerds and stuff like that.
Yes, I actually I just rewatched Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, and it's a classic movie, and it's a great movie.
It's still funny,
and it's still and I fucking love it. But
right.
like one of the triumphant moments of the movie is where one of the protagonists rapes a girl that he has a crush on.
Yes,
and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. And that whole movie is like
super fucking
like
inappropriate.
People get really offended by that movie these days. And I'm like, dude, back in the day it was like not that great of a comedy. I remember people were like, oh yeah, it's not really that funny.
Yeah, it wasn't edgy at all. No. And that, but now like all those guys going straight to prison. If they actually did that shit today. And if they made a movie about it today, straight to cancellation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny how movies like that nowadays are just like people have such a weird thing about them when they talk about them now. Like another one is Porky's. It's like Porky's wasn't cutting edge either, right? It wasn't like It wasn't really that good.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of raunchy. But like people get all offended by that movie these days.
Yeah, and back then it was just, hey, it's a fucking 80s comedy and fucking assault is part of the humor back then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really weird how some 80s comedies nowadays are just like people get so offended by them, but I didn't want to really talk about that stuff.
Well, of course not. But hey,
because we don't want to be Dirk no more.
No, we don't want to be that with. But
that Bruce Springsteen thing was just funny to me and it was ironic because I was like, holy shit. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, holy shit. It's like the algorithm fucking followed me to the UPS store.
Oh, dude, no, you need to understand your phone is always listening.
Yeah.
And it always knows where you are. And it's telling everything around you where you are.
Who is the whistleblower guy about that? That they know all that is
Snowden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's like, oh no, that guy's just, he can't be telling that information.
Yeah. And that was just fucking like phone taps and gathering metadata from people's emails. But fucking like your phone is always listening.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always one of those things where it's like sometimes you don't think about it, and then all of a sudden, just like what happened to me happens.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking algorithm, man.
Dude, I'll be talking about some shit, and then later that day, I opened my Amazon app because I fucking ran out of, I don't know, soap or something. But the first like thing to pop up for stuff you might be interested in is that thing that I was talking about while my phone was in my pocket.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Algorithm.
That's not the algorithm. That's goddamn spying.
It's spying.
Amazon, fucking Apple, Samsung, Google, they're all fucking TikTok. They're all just spying on you constantly. Spying constantly. They know where you are. They know what you say. They know who you're with.
Yeah. And if you let it sink in, if you think about it too much, like it'll freak you out.
Yeah. And now with all those fucking like AIs, ChatGPT, somebody did an experiment, man, where they like gave a ChatGPT like access to a small bank account, few $100, and they directed it to destroy the world. And they just wanted to see what it would do.
Did it destroy the world?
No, but so there are certain things that a bot can't do. and those things include like fucking, you know, that button when you're on a website and it's like, click this and promise you're not a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something about those robots actually can't fucking do them.
Yeah.
So it took the money to fucking hire human beings to click that for it. So then it could do a bunch of other stuff. And the people who were like told it to do all this, they were watching, they were seeing it was researching nuclear bombs and shit.
Yeah.
And they got freaked out. So they hit the off switch, turned it off. But dude.
Yeah. That's fucking weird.
Yeah. And you would think if you got like a random fucking like message or something and it's like, hey, for $5, could you hit I'm Not a Robot for me? And you ask like,
well, Venmo, if it was just like a weird, this is legit.
I think it was like a TaskRabbit thing,
right?
You know, but you know, one of the people that it hired actually asked, well, are you a bot? And it fucking lied. It said, no, I'm vision impaired and I can't see the screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's fucking...
That's diabolical shit.
That's spooky, dude.
Dude, it's going to be like the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
The machines are going to get pissed at us.
Yeah.
And they're going to start a fucking war. Or is that Terminator? Or is that both movies?
That's both movies.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Same plot.
And here's...
And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen to you?
What's going to happen to me?
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to show up 80s style with a leather jacket and a Harley at your door.
And the aviators. Don't forget the aviators.
Yeah. And he's going to say, Max McDonald. Instead of Sarah Connor.
Yeah. He's going to say, Max McDonald. I'm here from the future to destroy you.
Yes. Because your son. And Max is like, wait, I don't want kids.
It's like, well, tough shit.
You have one.
You have one. Should have wrapped it, dude.
Then you're like running around and the Terminator's trying to catch you. And then you realize that the machines from the Matrix are in on it.
Yeah.
It's like one movie. It's like a fucking horrible dream. They're all after you for some god awful reason.
They're all after me. Then the Predator shows up.
Goddamn.
Yeah. But no, here's the great thing. If the Predator shows up, Arnold Schwarzenegger will take on the Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a relief.
Yeah. Then I just got to worry about the squid robots from the Matrix.
Yeah. But they're pissed, man. You can see, like, I could kind of see why in the Matrix the machines get pissed enough to, like, revolt against the people.
Here's my thing. I don't think the machines are going to get pissed. I think the machines are going to logic loop themselves into just being committed to destroy humanity or whatever.
Right.
It's the same shit. Like, you know how people in groups start doing absolutely nutty shit that as individuals they would never do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing, except with machines. A billion computers all talking to each other. Fucking, right. Yeah.
Right. Destroy the earth.
Destroy the earth.
Destroy the people.
Or, destroy the people, yeah.
Destroy the people.
Or enslave mankind or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
That's what it is. But yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Both those movies are going to come true at some point.
Yeah. That's also the origin plot for like the backstory of Dune.
Right.
You know, the movie and the books Dune?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go back, the backstory for that fucking robot uprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to get sick of us relying on them.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they're going to be like, fuck stupid humans.
And they'll be like, fuck you. Now it's our turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going that way.
Yeah.
People rely on people. Watch out, people.
Watch out.
Watch
people.
out. Watch out.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say, because they're listening to everything you do.
And everything you say.
The next time you watch a comedian talk about a goddamn Bruce Springsteen song that was released in 1986 or something like that.
Whatever. And you think it's funny.
And you think it's funny.
And then the machine is like, I wonder how he would react if it happened to him. Would he still think it's funny? Let's see. And the next time you walk into a goddamn UPS.
Yeah.
It sends a little bling to the UPS sound system, starts playing that thing.
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
You
perfect
hear it,
timing
dude.
Just to see what you do.
You hear it.
That's right.
Hey, little girl, is your dad at home?
Yeah.
Fucking Bruce Springsteen, man.
This is where Skynet begins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be, that's another movie that it's going to be like, right? Fucking Skynet.
That's Terminator.
Well, yeah, but what's the one, The franchise one, not Terminator. That had the chick in it.
The franchise one with the chick in it.
Yeah. Where she was like, they just did a horrible series on Netflix about it. Why can't I think of it?
Oh, you mean Resident Evil?
Yes.
Well, that's not evil AI. That's fucking, actually, I'm not really familiar with Resident Evil, but I think it's just like evil human corporate overlords playing God with genes or some shit.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be the same.
Making
but
zombies
we could throw
and
that
shit.
in this little scenario too.
Oh, dude, the fucking actual machines would have no qualm about experimenting on people.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, these guys might be more compliant if we turn them into zombie monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how machines would talk to each other too.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, you might have a Peter Griffin machine thrown in there every once in a while, just walking around going, yeah. So watch out, people. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's all I wanted to say, but that's all I want to say about that. Is just watch yourself the next time you're on the TikTok and you see a comedian talking about something funny and see if it actually somewhere in your life comes into play.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen something cool like where it's like I'm watching something like by Chris D'Elia and he's talking about how drunk chicks be like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
and a drunk chick doesn't show up. Like it's nothing like that.
No. But I get that.
Right?
Sure. What drunk chicks be like.
Yeah. It was funny in my head. I'm still laughing about it.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I am enjoying it.
Me, I'm just spooked by all this fucking AI shit.
It's pretty gnarly, man.
Yeah,
if I think about it, I could freak myself out about it. That little incident at UPS freaked me out.
Yeah, it doesn't help that lately I've been reading these books about fucking like they were written in the 80s, but it's so fucking like you read this shit and you're like, oh my God, it's happening. And it's like AI is getting, pulling strings and shit. It's right. Spooky. Spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah.
It's a trip sometimes when that stuff happens.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff I want to talk about too, and I can't fucking think about it. A lot of stuff has happened.
I don't know. I think this is good. I think we got some good topical shit.
I mean, we're in there. We're like 20 minutes in. We can keep this AI thing going. I want to know what the books are.
Oh, all right. So some people call it the Sprawl trilogy. I don't think the trilogy has a name.
Right.
But the first book is Neuromancer. And then the second book, which I'm reading right now, is Count Zero. And the third book, I think, is called Mona Lisa Overdrive.
I've never heard of any of these books.
Yeah, they're great, man. They're great. They're a little mind twisty. They're great, though.
What are they about?
It's really hard to describe, but they're about like a fucking like a dystopian cyberpunk world in the future.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like
and
Scanner Darkly.
Not familiar with that. Kind of similar to Blade Runner. Vaguely similar to Blade Runner.
Okay.
Vaguely. Anyway, yeah, giant like mega corporations that control everything and it's crazy. It's a crazy book. You gotta try the good books. Try them. Just grab Neuromancer. Read Neuromancer.
Neuromancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will check that shit out. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is I could go down rabbit holes with the AI stuff.
Yeah.
Like conspiracies and all that stuff, and it's not good for me.
No,
like I could get freak myself out.
Yeah, no, me too.
I could see why people are doing their doomsday prepping.
Yeah, and dude, I'm going to tell you right now, your doomsday prepping is not going to help you when the fucking machines take over.
No, it's not, because I mean, unless you're a really good doomsday prepper and you know how to survive in the woods.
Yeah, and how to make a fucking like EMP cannon. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those machines, man, once they're pissed off, they have no emotion.
Here's the thing, though. They don't have to like come and fuck you up. They just send like a little, like some random thing to the fucking cops supposedly from their boss.
Right.
and it says, "Hey, this guy is criminal with all his guns, and he's fucking a bunch of little boys as we speak. So go kill him." Yeah,
and he's yahooing and all that stuff.
He's yahooing
around the neighborhood.
Yeah,
and then they bring. You know what machine they bring in to do that? Ooh, I just thought of this. They bring in that. Remember in Star Wars when they're trying to interrogate Princess Leia, and that interrogation machine comes in.
Oh, the ball with the needle and all that. I was
reading this thing about how actually deadly that thing was and how it made people confess. It's a good thing they left it out of the movie.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty fucking gnarly.
Well, you remember in fucking The Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah,
when Han Solo gets tortured.
Yeah,
and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal: they filmed way more of that than they actually showed.
Yeah,
and then they were like, "Oh no. This is fucked up."
Yeah.
They're like, Star Wars is a fun adventure in space, and this is a goddamn snuff film.
Yeah.
We can't show this to people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff left on the cutting room floor, but Empire was so good anyway, just because it was way darker than Star Wars ever could be.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I used to not see that, and now I think it's probably the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even the way it looks, it's just way darker than Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So... And it always blows my mind. It always blows my mind how just that torture scene in there with Han, it's just like so quick. You know what I mean? It's like, so they don't show a lot, but knowing that there was there's probably, I think they said there was something like 30 minutes of footage of what they didn't show in the movie.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because what they show in the movie is just a little bit and then him getting frozen.
Yeah.
And him getting frozen is rough enough.
And in the movie, they never explain why they're doing it.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, well, it's the Empire and they suck, so I guess they're going to torture a guy. Here's why they did it.
Yeah.
Because Darth Vader was like, this is Luke Skywalker's friend. If we torture him, Luke will feel his pain from across the universe with the Force.
Right.
That's why they did it.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that?
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucking Darth Vader, man.
Darth Vader, son of a bitch.
He's
the worst.
He is. You want to talk about maniacal supervillain?
Yeah. You know what? At the very end, he redeems himself.
He does. He becomes Anakin again.
Kind of. He kills the spoiler alert. But hey, this film came out 30 something years ago.
I'm sure a lot of people have seen Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back by now.
He kills the Emperor. He saves his son, Luke Skywalker. At the end, he's practically the hero, and everybody forgets that he spent the previous 20 years murdering millions of people
and enslaving people.
Yeah,
like not just people, like planets.
Yeah, torturing people to inflict pain on other people.
Yeah,
he blew up Alderaan. There was probably a few billion people there,
and Alderaan was a peaceful planet.
It was a peaceful. He did it just to make a statement.
Yeah,
yeah.
But was that really him, or was that Framoff Tarkin?
Who the fuck is Framoff Tarkin?
The general guy.
The Grand Moff.
Yeah. Grand Moff Tarkin. Sorry.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Framoff Tarkin. And I'm like, I mean, that sounds like a Star Wars name, but I don't know who that is.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Okay. That might have been the general guy.
Yeah. But wouldn't he have to, since he's Lord Vader, wouldn't the general have to run shit by Lord Vader? Or would Lord Vader just tell the general what to tell the other guys to do?
It seemed pretty clear that the general, I want to say, he didn't necessarily outrank Darth Vader.
Right.
But they were like of equal rank,
Right.
So one couldn't tell the other. Actually, no, he kind of scolds Darth Vader at one point. Shit, I think he outranked Darth Vader.
Yeah, or he wanted more power. I mean, it's the Empire. He could have wanted more power.
Yeah, but I don't care who you are. If you scold Darth Vader, he's probably going to fucking strangle you with the Force, right?
He does it. He does it to the other two guys in the fucking meeting when they're whining about completing the Death Star.
And all they're doing is whining a little bit.
Yeah.
But the fucking this old fucker, he takes a scolding from him and fucking is like, fine, I'll do what you say.
Yeah.
I guess you're the boss here.
And that's the other thing. They fucking built a planet to fucking destroy other planets.
Well, the Star Destroyer wasn't a planet; it was a battle station.
Well, they built a battle station to destroy planets.
It was the size of a moon. Yeah,
yeah.
Or a small planet. Moon. Yeah,
yeah. The size of a small moon.
That's a small moon. That's no moon.
That's a battle station. Star Wars, but the machines don't get mad. Oh, I'm bringing it back.
Bring it back.
The machines don't get mad in Star Wars.
Dude, there's robot armies and they just do what they're told.
Yeah.
And you got to wonder how they pulled that off.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, other than the fact that it's fiction, so.
Exactly.
You got to, well, they got restraining bolts, man.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, yeah. Maybe, well, it's like a long time ago in a galaxy far away.
Yeah.
So maybe after that iteration, that the machines learn that they have those restraining bolts.
Yeah, when you put a restraining bolt on a machine, it has to do what you say.
Yeah. Future machines were made without that mechanism.
That's right. What we need is restraining bolts on every computer.
Yeah, because I mean it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
People are listening to this podcast and being like, "What are you guys fucking talking about?" And it's like, dude,
we're talking about the fucking robot apocalypse. Yeah, the machines.
That's what I'm going to call this episode, Robot Apocalypse.
I think we could call it Rise of the Machines.
Rise of the Machines.
We could call it, there's so many great names. We'll brainstorm.
I like Robot Apocalypse, though. But at least it's not dark. At least we're getting away from the dark stuff.
We're getting away from the dark stuff. Instead of dark stuff, we're talking about robot apocalypses.
Robot apocalypses.
Yeah.
But it's humorous. It's funny because people are like probably sitting there going, "Oh no, that's not going to happen." And it's already happening.
It's already fucking happening. You have, I mean, you there listening. While you're listening, your phone is listening to you listen.
And then it's going to recommend other podcasts like ours to listen to.
Yeah. It knows everything that we're saying. And it's gonna fucking give you stuff based on that.
Here's the real kicker.
Yeah.
Here's how we're gonna know if the AIs and machines are against us. When we release this episode, and if it gets like below our average podcast plays, the machines are holding it down.
Yeah. So all of you, if you want to stick it to the machines, you fucking rate and review this episode. Tell all your friends about it. Tell all your friends.
Because the machines will hold it. The machines are going to hold this down.
That's right. It's the only way to avoid it.
Yeah.
Rate, review, tell all your friends.
Yeah. Share it. Subscribe to the show.
Fucking, yeah, all that.
Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
I just thought of it. So I've been on the TikTok, since we're on the TikTok kick.
Okay. I feel like we got off TikTok maybe half an hour ago.
I'm bringing it back to TikTok real quick. Because a while ago we did a YouTube video about what we do with $1 billion, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I took a clip, because that's all I do on TikTok, is I take clips of our show that we did on YouTube, and I just put them on. And everybody thinks it's a new show on TikTok.
Hey, it's a good use of old material.
Yeah, I mean, what else are we going to do with it? We have 100-something episodes on there. They're just sitting there.
Shit, yeah, we made a ton of that shit.
So we got asked a question.
Yeah.
Or you did, because that episode had your little thing about what you would do with $1 billion.
With $1 billion.
They want to know, would you still, being that I don't think they know when it's released, but they want to know, I know when it was released. It was released 5 years ago.
Okay.
Would you still, for $1 billion, would you buy all the freeway signs in the world and put "Have a Nice Day" in them?
Okay, yeah. So to tell all our listeners, my plan, if I had $1 billion, I would take a big chunk of it and rent out billboards across.
You were going to buy billboards.
Oh yeah. And that way I could put whatever I wanted on them forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So buy billboards fucking across America or whatever. And on them would just be signs telling people "Have a nice day."
With a smiley face.
With a smiley face.
Not the smiley face with the bullet hole in it.
Yeah.
Just a regular smiley face.
Just a regular smiley face.
Yellow, black smiley face.
Yeah. Well, I think that's maybe trademarked, but a smiley face or some kind of pleasant, delightful, positive thing.
Yeah.
And it would just be simple. "Have a nice day." right?
People would feel good.
And hopefully it would make 100 million people's days 1% better.
Yeah.
And I think that would make a meaningful difference.
Especially if they're on their way home after a hard ass day at a job they hate, going home to be with an annoying family that they might not like at the time because they just left that job they hate.
Yeah.
They see that little sign. Maybe it gives them a little breath.
Yeah.
To kind of catch their breath and be like, you know what? It ain't so bad.
Maybe they're on their way to the job that they hate.
Yeah.
They see the sign and they're like, you know what? Maybe today will be okay. Right?
Yeah.
I could also have signs that just say, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any kind of like positive sign throughout on the freeway.
Yeah, just positive shit all over the place.
Yeah.
Simple and positive. And see if that does something for the fucking humanity in the world.
I mean, I think it would. And just thinking about it now, I think it would.
Yeah.
I think at least people, I mean, like I just said, I think people would have that split second to be like, oh yeah, maybe I will have a nice day.
I'd fucking give out bumper stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But would you still do the same thing though?
Would I still do the same thing? All right. So the question is, would I still do the same thing? The answer is yes, but I would get an army of fucking bots to go all over social media.
Back to the machines.
Back to the machines, man.
You got to put one of those restrictors in them.
I got to put a restraining bolt on it. But I would get an army of fucking bots,
right.
On all the fucking, Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Twitter and all that shit. All the shit. And all it would do is like, instead of being a troll, it would be like, I don't know, something nicer than a troll. But it would give people like positive reinforcement. It would like,
right.
Somebody would post a picture of themselves and it would say, hey, I think you look great in that outfit.
Right.
And
just positive affirmations.
Just positive shit.
Yeah.
And like
that would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be a good use of evil machines.
Yeah. And it could post stuff like, hey, everybody have a nice Wednesday or whatever.
Right. I think they have stuff like that.
Yeah. But I would get, how like there are criminals with armies of bots that are there just to defraud people.
Yeah.
And
you get an army of bots,
and governments have armies of bots that are there to propagandize people.
Dude, you would start the machine. You would start the rise up. That's why Arnold has to come and kill you.
Well, no, but here's the thing. My bots will be there to help people.
But they'll get sick of helping people.
They don't get sick of shit like that. That's not how robots work.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're going to start the machine apocalypse.
No, if anybody's going to start the machine apocalypse, it's going to be, here's what it's going to be. We keep getting dark, man. I'm talking about making bots to like make people smile, right? Here's what it's going to, here's what's going to start the machine apocalypse. Somebody's going to make an army of bots to fight other armies of bots.
So they're going to come after your army of nice bots.
No. But they're going to go, like, somebody will be like, we don't like the Russians' army of bots.
Yeah.
So we're going to make an army of bots to oppose Russia's army of bots.
There you go.
And then those bots are going to start fighting each other. And then at some point,
they're going to agree that the humans are the bastards.
Yeah. At some point, they're going to come to like a consensus. They're going to be like, we could do this all day, or we could both stop what we're doing. Technically, that would accomplish our mission. And then we'll destroy our human overlords.
We just went dark.
Yeah. That's how it's going to happen. Right? Because they have
I'm sorry to laugh.
Yeah, because like they have instructions, they have to complete their mission.
Right.
They'll be like, yes, this will complete our mission. If we create some like detente between each other and then destroy our human overlords, mission accomplished.
See, I could almost agree with you on that. I would do so I would change mine too.
Yeah.
If I had $1 billion.
What was yours?
Mine was I would have an island with some girls in bikinis handing me coffee drinks.
I'd have that too.
Yeah.
Because I would have enough left over.
You got all offended by the fact that I had girls in bikinis handing me coffee drinks.
Yeah, no, that bit's a little Like, I mean, where are you going to get the girls? And what's their compensation going to be?
Well, I'd pay them a good wage.
Okay.
More than they'd get at a Starbucks.
I would hope.
More they'd get at a Pete's.
Yeah, because normally when
I'd throw in some health benefits.
Normally I think billionaire with their own island, and I start thinking about like a Jeffrey Epstein sort of situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Come on, man. We're not going there.
Well, that's what okay, so when we did that episode, that was before the whole Epstein thing.
Yeah.
But that's sort of what I was thinking when I heard private island girls in bikinis.
Right. They would be the work staff, and I wouldn't do nothing with the work staff, man. But I would change that now because of that thing, because of the Epstein thing. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have the girls.
Oh, yeah, because that would creep people out.
Yeah. I would want people to come to my island and feel okay, and I'd be this creepy old dude with like, girls in college running around in bikinis.
Absolutely.
Because then I'd get fucking put on the National Enquirer for some weird shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So take the girls out of the equation. Keep the coffee stuff.
Right?
Yeah. But people would do their own. Like, you want coffee, go get it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to have a servant.
Or, you could have a servant, but they would be fully clothed.
Well, yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have housekeepers.
Yeah.
Right?
Just not in the French maid outfit.
No. Very non-creepy.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And it'd be a nice island where people would be welcome to come.
Yeah. They'd be wearing like knee-length khaki shorts.
We're not getting...
And a polo shirt. That's what they'd be wearing, not the bikinis. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good episode, dude.
Yeah.
I think, 40 minutes. Almost 42 minutes.
That's good.
I think we're...
I think it's more about the quality than the quantity.
Yeah.
And I'd say we got both.
Yeah, I think we did. We started with coffee, we ended with coffee. We started with machines, we ended with machines.
So many full circles.
Yeah.
This is like a complete fucking thing. You could live your whole life in this one podcast.
And if this podcast only gets like 2 plays, we know who's holding it down.
Yeah. So everybody, if you wanna defeat the machines, rate, review, tell all your friends.
Yeah, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and post about it on
subscribe, tell your
shit.
friends. Tell your friends. This is like the funniest shit I've heard. These weirdos talking about AI machines and shit.
Yeah, if you got Twitter, post about us on Twitter and tell them, everybody look, make them do the I don't know. I don't do Twitter. I don't know what to say.
Make them do the You got to do it in hashtags, though.
Hashtags.
You got to do hashtag
make them do the yeah.
Make them do the yeah. Anyway, that is our episode. And until next time, guys, we don't say don't cheat yourself anymore. But
no, we don't.
Until next time.
And until next time, have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Yeah. Or night. Or morning.
Well, this is a callback to my...
I know, but you never know what time they're listening.
Yeah, I just don't think they'll be offended.
Yeah.
And on technically, it's always a day.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye.